Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of the North Dakota State University Dynasty. We are going to be taking control of the Bison as they make their leap from the FCS to the FBS. Before we get into the game, I just wanted to go over a couple settings. This will be played on Heisman. I have been tweaking the wear and tear sliders as well as the gameplay sliders. I'll keep you all updated on that. We signed our contract as a bowl hopeful team, and we have 3 goals: to be ranked in the top 25 in the next 3 seasons, allow fewer than 30 points per game this season, and have fewer than 20 turnovers on offense this season. So hopefully we can meet those. I thought about buying the recruiting hours upgrade, but decided not to, given we have so little NIL and didn't want to mess up our first season. We'll talk more about NIL after the game. For now, let's just get into it. Welcome everyone to the Fargo Dome, and welcome North Dakota State University to the FBS. It's time to step up to the plate. It's time to play with the big boys. You see Coach Stellarino there leading his team, leading his herd of Buffalo onto the field for their inaugural game against Jacksonville State. It doesn't get much bigger than your inaugural game as an FBS program. The Bison really want to come out swinging and show the fans and the nation that they belong here to play with the best teams in the nation. And here we go. Drew Klein kicks it off, marking a new era of North Dakota State University football. Jacksonville State will return it and will take it just outside the 25 before he is taken down. One player to watch out for here is DeAndre Johnson, a complete freak of nature, sitting at 6'8", 220 pounds. Caden Creel set up in the empty formation, takes the snap, has plenty of time, looks around, rolling to his right, throws it, and it's intercepted by Talon Edey on the first play of the game. He takes it back and runs out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. What a way to start the first game as an FBS program. Talon Edey sitting back, reading the quarterback's eyes, and making a play to set up his team in striking distance for their first red zone opportunity. Nathan Hayes set up with DJ Scott behind him. Now they'll shift with Scott to his left and Mekhi Collins running across the formation. Hayes will take the snap, hand it off to DJ Scott, who runs up and gets a gain of a couple before he's taken down. Hayes in the empty formation now stands tall in the pocket and delivers a strike to Kilzer, who cannot hang on to it, and it'll be 3rd and 7. Hayes with a linebacker in his face gets rid of it before he's sacked, but it'll go in the back of a lineman. NDSU will take the 3 points to go up 3-0. Would have liked to seen a little bit more from the offense, but we'll leave it to first drive jitters. Jacksonville State back with the ball now. Creels delivers a strike to the tight end, who breaks a couple tackles and is running free up to the midfield 50-yard line. Big gain for Jacksonville State. Creel now hands it off to his halfback, who hits the hole and gets another big gain of about 14. Jacksonville State gashing this NDSU defense for multiple big plays. Creel stands in the pocket, escapes to his right, and slides down before taking a big hit, gain of about 4. Creel with one running back to his left, delivers it to strike to his tight end again, who will run, and it'll be 3rd and short with a injury timeout before the 3rd down. 3rd and 2 now for Jacksonville State. Receiver in motion, and they will throw it to him on a quick bubble screen, and he is stuffed by this NDSU defense, but they will keep the offense on the field. Caden Creel sees a crease and runs for the first down, sliding after the gain. Now handing it off to their running back, and every time they're running the ball, they're getting at least 5 yards, it seems. Creel keeping it now on a read option and running by down Bison defenders and taking it all the way into the end zone for a Jacksonville State touchdown. There was no stopping this run game on this drive from Jacksonville State. The Bison are back on the field for their second drive of the game. Hayes will hand it off to Scott, who will get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, only a gain of 1. He'll now drop back for a pass, roll out to his right, and get a big gain before sliding with the first down. Hayes keeping it now on the quarterback sweep and is stuffed for a loss of 2 yards. Now on the RPO, throws it out to Mekhi Collins, who will get a nice gain of about 6 before Nate Tostad, our starting right guard, will go down with an injury that will take him out for the rest of the game. 3rd and medium now for the Bison. Hayes drops back and throws a screen to Miles Mitchell, who will get up and convert that 3rd down. Mitchell stays in the game and takes the handoff up the middle and gets about 6 before going down. 2nd and 4, Scott back in the game, moving to the left of Hayes. Hayes will take the snap and hand it off to Scott, who will meet 2 Jacksonville State defenders right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5 now. Hayes drops back and throws it into double coverage to his tight end, who will not make the 1st down. They will be going for it. Collins in motion, and Collins with the catch right at the marker, and he does get enough to convert. New set of downs now. Hayes quickly fires it out to Miles Mitchell again, who makes a couple moves and gets about 9 before taken down. Scott back in the game. He'll get the handoff and get the 1st down. Bison are making some good progress on this drive offensively. Hayes, play action, rolls out to his right and throws it away before taking the sack. 2nd and 10 now. Mitchell takes the ball, runs left, following his block, and is just taken down by the Jacksonville State defender. If not, he may have went all the way. That will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Jacksonville State 7, North Dakota State University 3. We're seeing a little bit of resurgence of this North Dakota State University offense. Hopefully they can keep it going and end this drive. I formation for the Bison. Scott gets the handoff and will get the yardage required for the 1st down. Hayes now keeping the read option before he meets 2 Jacksonville State defenders at the line of scrimmage. Hayes dropping back now and dumping it off to Mekhi Collins before he is tackled for just a gain of 2. 3rd and 8 now, and Hayes almost intercepted, going for Mekhi Collins again. They'll bring out the kicker, Drew Klein, who will shank it wide left. NDSU's first missed field goal of the season, and I'm sure it won't be the last. Jacksonville State taking over now at the 20-yard line, and Kelton McCaslin gets in the backfield and meets the running back for a loss of 2. Creel finds an opening and gets a big chunk and slides down before the 1st down. This NDSU defense is not handling Creel's legs appropriately. 2nd and 12 now for Jacksonville State. Tight end in motion. Creel fakes it to his running back and looks to run, but is finally stopped by Donovan Woolen, who was the spy on that play. 3rd and 10 now for Jacksonville State. Alpers in motion, who gets the pass, and he is stuffed by this North Dakota State defense. Bison take over now on offense, and Mitchell gets the handoff, and he will lose 2 yards and also be hurt on this play, which will take him out for the rest of the game. 2nd and 12 now for the Bison offense. Hayes drops back and throws a bullet to Reese Kessler, who breaks a tackle and makes a large gain and 1st down for this Bison offense. Scott gets the ball now and gashes this Jacksonville State defense for another 1st down. Tight end in motion. Hayes hands it off to Scott, who is met at the line and taken down for a loss of 1. Empty formation now for Hayes, and he's able to fit that ball into Jackson Williams for a nice gain. 3rd and medium now. Hayes runs up the middle and just gets the 1st down before sliding. Single back now for the Bison offense. Scott takes it, and again, he is met at the line. It seems he's either getting nothing or a big gain. Hayes now getting sacked, and it's 3rd and long. Hayes making adjustments before the play. Throws it over the middle, and he's picked off. That's Jawan Campbell, the defensive tackle from Jacksonville State. Campbell dropped back into coverage, and Hayes never saw him. What an athletic play from the big guy, Jawan Campbell. Jacksonville State now takes over with about 1:10 left and 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to make a nice drive. Caden Creel drops back. Plenty of time. Finds some room, takes off, and gets the 1st down with the contact. They're going hurry up now. 50 seconds and ticking. Creel takes the snap with the blitz in his face, delivers to his tight end, Alpers. 37 seconds now. They've only used 1 timeout. Swings it out to his running back for a small gain and call the timeout with 31 seconds remaining. Big 3rd down now for Jacksonville State. Creel stands tall and unleashes a rocket to Jamil Williams, who brings it in and brings Jackson State within 20 yards of the end zone. Creel stands in the pocket, slings it out to Williams again, who brings it in, and they will take a timeout and just set up their field goal kicker for the 3. He'll knock it through, and we will go to halftime with the Jacksonville State Gamecocks up 10-3 against the North Dakota State University Bison. This is about what I expected for the North Dakota State University Bison in their first game in FBS history. I do wish that the offense had a bit more go. It does hurt losing their starting right guard and their energetic backup running back in Miles Mitchell. Hopefully in the second half they can come out with a bit more energy and light up the scoreboard here. The defense has been playing well and really limiting Jackson State offensively. The Bison will start with the ball in the second half. DJ Scott to the left takes the toss and is brought down before the line of gain, a 4-yard loss. Tough to start the half like that. And then a drop pass, not what you expected coming out of the locker room. Hayes on 3rd and 14 now will throw it up, and he's intercepted by Jaheim Jenkins, and the Gamecock safety is going to take it all the way back for a pick 6. What a disastrous start to the second half, just about as bad as it could be. And these Bison fans are letting the team know how they're feeling. I'm not sure what Hayes saw on this throw. Reese Kessel was double covered. I guess Hayes was just trying to make a play, but there's a line between trying to make a play and just being smart with the football, and he definitely crossed that line. Jacksonville State goes up 17-3. NDSU will start again, try to make up for their mistake. I formation. Scott makes a nice move and gets the first down. The run game has been pretty good, but the passing game just hasn't done much. Now a quick toss to Mekhi Collins, who will get another first down. A couple good plays to start this drive. Hayes with Scott to his right, hands it off. And again, this NDSU rushing attack is gashing Jacksonville State. Shifting the play now before the snap. Hands it off to Scott, who gets the first down. They may as well just run the ball the rest of the game if this is how it's going to be. Collins in motion. Hayes waits, throws it, and Collins, what a catch! A one-handed grab by Collins. Unfortunately, it was a loss of 3, but man, you love to see that. Collins now will motion to the left side of the formation. He's the lone receiver. Hayes stands tall and is demolished by this Jacksonville State defensive line. 3rd and long now. Hayes throws it deep for Collins, and he's picked off again. This 3rd interception of the game. This one is going to be Rob Billings, and he'll take it back to about the 30-yard line before being tackled. Just not a great showing for Nathan Hayes in his debut. We'll see here in the replay that he actually did have Mekhi Collins. He just underthrew him a little bit. Mekhi Collins was streaking open. We'll see here in this replay. And Rob Billings just cuts him off. If you put a little more air under that, there is the chance that Mekhi Collins gets that, but not enough. And now we have the Bison jumping off sides. It's not going well in their debut here in the FBS. 1st and 5 now for the Gamecocks. Creel will take it and fake it. Stenbroughton almost gets there, but Creel just gets it out to his receiver for the first down. Wide receiver in motion for the Gamecocks. Hand it off to the running back, who gets a first down and a gain of 10. This Jacksonville State offense is starting to put it together, and it looks like these Bison defenders are starting to get tired. They will tackle the running back for a loss of 2 on the screen. Creel now whips it to his big wide receiver, DeAndre Johnson. 3rd and short now for the Gamecocks, and they will pick it up with a quick pass to Jamil Williams. New first down for Creel in this offense. He'll whip it out to DeAndre Johnson, and he's going to outrun all the Bison defenders. That 6'8" wide receiver taking those long strides all the way into the end zone. And the Gamecocks are up by 3 possessions now. Walking up with this Bison offense is Preston Brown, the true sophomore quarterback. It looks like Coach Stellarino has had enough of Hayes for today and wants to see what his backup quarterback can offer. Brown shifts with Scott to his right now. He will keep it and run it up the middle for a gain of about 5. Brown does offer a bit more speed than Hayes. His throwing skills are a bit limited, but we've seen today that this running offense has been the big difference for the NDSU offense. 1st and 10 now for the Bison, and Brown will hand it off to Scott, who will take it up the middle and not get much. Barry Capinu, the 3rd-string running back, giving DJ Scott a breather. 2nd and 9 for the Bison. Capinu will get the toss and run it out to the left side with plenty of room and get the first down before being dragged down. He'll stay in the game. Brown will take the snap, hand it off to Barry again, and this time will be met and lose about a yard. Brown now throwing for the first time and getting sacked for a big loss. 3rd and 20, last play of the 3rd quarter, and Brown goes down again. Jacksonville State offense will start this 4th quarter with a handoff up the middle for about a gain of 2. And it looks like they're going to start chewing clock. A quick throw out to Jamil Williams, who will take it up the field for a big first down. Creel in this offense looking in control, looking good. Creel making a move, getting 8 yards, and then going down. 2nd and 3, hands it off, and they are stuffed now. 3rd and medium. This is a big 3rd down for the Bison. Creel's going to keep it, and he'll not get it. Bison take over. Brown is going to fake it, roll to his right, throw back to his left. DJ Scott, lots of green grass in front of him, and that might be the largest gain this Bison offense has had today. Fans are loving it. Brown hands it off to Scott. He'll take it up for a quick gain of about 2. Motion now, that's Mekhi Collins. Brown fakes it, looks, throws it back to Collins. He's been the leading receiver today. First down for the Bison. Brown, another play action, rolling to the left, and he's just going to take it. He has plenty of green grass in front of him, and he'll go out at about the 20-yard line. Brown now keeping it for the read option and loses about 4 yards and slings it quick into Jackson Williams' chest. Good gain, making it 3rd and manageable. Mekhi Collins in motion. Mekhi Collins with the catch. Make it 4th and short. Very big 4th down here for the Bison. Scott to Brown's right. He'll take the handoff up to the left and get just enough yards to get that first down. Inside 10 yards now. Collins gets the RPO pass and will not get any yardage out of it. Brown drops back, looking to throw, and gets hit, but gets the ball out on 3rd and 10. He stands tall and delivers a strike to Mekhi Collins, NDSU's first touchdown in the FBS era. Congratulations, Mekhi Collins, and congratulations, Preston Brown. You will be in the history books forever. Jacksonville State will go back on offense with 4 minutes remaining, looking to run the clock out, but not a good start as they are stuffed and lose 1 yard on first down. 2nd and 11 now. Creel, play action, dumps it off to his tight end, and they'll lose another yard for 3rd and 12. 2 minutes 45 remaining. Empty formation for Creel. He's looking to pass and slings it, and they'll get it. But 4th and inches, they'll punt. NDSU takes over. Preston Brown at the helm. Dumps it off to DJ Scott, and they will lose a lot there. Not a good first play. Brown is going to sling it out to Kilsder now, who will gain a couple and make it 3rd and 10. And the Gamecocks are going to call a timeout here. Coach Stellarino is talking with Brown to try to get this play call right. Brown has time, dumps it off. That is going to be a first down for Jackson Williams in this NDSU offense. 1 minute remaining. NDSU has 2 timeouts left. Dumps it off to Scott, and he will not get out of bounds. 30 seconds left now. Brown finds a pocket, but it is broken up. 24 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 4, and Brown will just get the easy first down. New set of downs. 20 seconds now. Still has 2 timeouts. Brown letting it fly for DJ Scott and the first down. Brown pumps now, and he's taken down. NDSU calls their second timeout. 12 seconds on the clock now. 2nd and 16. Brown takes the snap, looking, and Mekhi Collins is there for the first down. 6 seconds now for the Bison on the 10-yard line. Brown steps back, throws it, and Collins will catch it with 1 second left on the clock. Collins has been huge for this Bison offense, and Coach Stellarino is going to call a timeout and get this play ready. Scott lined up to his right. Brown dropping back, takes a hit. He throws it to Scott and gets a touchdown. Walk it in, DJ Scott. NDSU scores the touchdown as time expires. They will not win this game, but they will have a touchdown at the end. Preston Brown came in, scored 2 touchdowns, and looked really good in relief for Nathan Hayes. I'm sure this is going to cause some controversy after this game. Obviously, you're not happy losing your first game of the season, but the fact Preston Brown came in and this offense started looking really good was a sign of life that we needed to see. NDSU will go for 2 at the end just for funsies and won't get it. It'll be intercepted, actually, which was probably his worst throw of the game, but it doesn't count, so who cares? But really good game, I think. I saw a lot of promise in this young team. I really liked what I saw out of Brown. Hayes, there was some choppy plays, but we'll have to see what happens next week. Preston Brown came in, throws 15 of 17, 148 yards and 2 touchdowns in just a quarter and some change. And the running game really looked good too. I think it opened up even more once Brown came in. Mekhi Collins, what a day for him. He was our leading receiver, and he looked really good. This defense, they did their best with what they could. The pick six doesn't help. The 3 interceptions from Hayes, puts them in bad situations over and over. But overall, I thought they played pretty well. Next week, we will have a easier opponent with FCS school. So we'll see how NDSU fares with them. Now, we have our post-game media coverage. So let's see what some of our beat reporters have to say about this game.
Well, that's the debut nobody in Fargo wanted, but it's not the debut I expected either. This program has spent 20 years teaching people not to doubt it, and for 3 quarters today, Jacksonville State made you forget that. Then Preston Brown walks in cold and throws like he's been QB1 all year. That's not nothing. That's a program finding out something about itself in real time. Nathan Hayes has earned enough rope around here to not be judged off one half. But make no mistake, this is a real competition now, and it should be.
Well, welcome to the big leagues, Bison. 3 interceptions from your starting quarterback in your first ever FBS game is about as rough an introduction as you can script. But I'll give them this. I did not expect the backup to come in and look like the better player. Preston Brown, 2 touchdown drives, 0 picks. If I'm Mountain West Media, I'm circling this quarterback battle as one of the more interesting subplots in the conference before we've even hit October.
I said it in the preseason, and I'll say it again now. Dominant FCS programs have a rough landing when they hit the FBS level, and North Dakota State just found that out the hard way. 3 picks from your starter, down 24-3 in the third quarter against a Jacksonville State team picked to finish mid-pack in their own league. Now, I'll be fair. That fourth quarter had some fight in it. Kid named Brown gave them a pulse, but a pulse isn't a program. Let's see them do it against somebody whose lights are actually on.
After the game, here's what Coach Rivers Stellarino had to say in the NDSU locker room. "We didn't play the way we needed to play early, and I'm not going to make excuses about that. But I saw guys fight for 4 quarters, and I saw a young man in Preston Brown go out there and compete. That's what this program is built on. We'll get back to work." Next game, we'll be taking on FCS Northwest. Here's the rest of our schedule for the year. I'm really excited for this team. I know it wasn't the result we wanted for the first game, but I did see a lot of promise. I think, we have a lot to look forward to in the future, and I'm really excited to get this dynasty going. One thing that I am excited about for this dynasty is I have implemented a AI story director. Basically, what that means is all of our game results, our player stats, anything going on with the conference or the nation as a whole, I have implemented that into an AI model, and it will spit back storylines related to our dynasty. And this is completely out of my hands. That's the fun part. So what I've done is made it so it could be week 8 and we're heading to a really important game. However, the AI storyline director tells me that our starting cornerback was involved in a off-field issue and can no longer play that upcoming week. That's just one example, but that's something I'm excited to have implemented that the base game doesn't give us, but something we can do to make the dynasty even that more immersive. I also wanted to go over a couple house rules with our dynasty. As you may have noticed on defense, I'm only using the defensive line. That's because I feel that position gives the least amount of human input, and I really want to see the player ratings shine through for our defensive players. So maybe every once in a while, I'll make a good play on the defensive line and my player that I'm using gets a sack. I see that as less immersion breaking than me using a safety and getting 3 interceptions in a game. And that's just what I find fun. For recruiting, we will not be going after any recruit above a 3-star rating for the moment. I've been seeing a lot on Twitter recently about the bug that continues to prevail of 4-star recruits going into the later part of the season with no scholarship offers. Even if that bug wasn't in the game, I wouldn't be going after 4-star recruits anyway, because at its current state, I don't see NDSU recruiting 4-star recruits. Now, once we become a better program, have more success, I will allow us to go after 4-star recruits and eventually 5-star recruits as well. If you have any feedback, I'd love to see it in the comments. Obviously, this is my first time doing any kind of video like this, or any video ever, to be honest. So if there's anything I can improve on or something you'd like to see, I'd love to hear it. I just have a couple of recruiting clips up here, but once we get more news on recruits and get further into the season, I'll make sure to include more recruiting updates for all of you. But that's it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to more North Dakota State University Bison football like I am, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.